Hello everyone and welcome to English 1106 module 10. We are moving right along, but today we are going to flip-flop your modules. So instead of this being your understanding rhetoric recap model, we're going to go ahead and do your speech peer review module because I figured you guys might want that one a little bit earlier because your presentations are due this Friday. So we're going to do speech peer review today. Woohoo, everyone get excited, yay! And I've worked really hard on this. I've done lots of editing and lots of creative filming because I thought it would be fun. This was one of my favorite lessons that I was hoping to do in person because for this class we would have actually done your speeches in class. You would have presented them to each other and actually got to practice your speeches in front of another human being in this universe before you actually did them in front of your audience. So today we're going to be doing something in lieu of that actual or that original lesson plan. Maybe not as fun as the first one, but I tried to make it that way. Okay, speech peer review. So we're going to be talking about your experiences with speech peer review and just peer review in general. I know I've been talking about this a lot. Lots of people have negative experience with peer review, and I like to say, you know, peer review is only as good as you make it. You should come with it as a positive, come to it with a positive attitude, and you'll get more out of it. More out of it than you expect, but you have to come to with the attitude that you're going to be the peer reviewer that you would like to get. So if you put in effort, and hopefully your peer reviewer will put in effort and you'll actually get something out of it. So that's the goal. And so today we're going to look at, you know, what happens when peer review sometimes doesn't always go the way that we plan. Sometimes it's kind of messy, and we're going to look at so I've got some friends that are going to help us today explore what speech peer review is not supposed to look like. So speech peer review worst case scenario. Maybe you've had these speech peer reviewers before, maybe you haven't, but they're kind of going to give us an idea of maybe the peer reviewer we don't want to be, or the kind of peer reviewer that we don't want. So I hope you enjoy my friend's performance, and yeah, I'll see you guys after they're done. See you in a second. Bye. The speech was fabulous. Perfect, actually. You know, if you could take what you just did and record what you just did. Like go back in the past and record that. That's what you should do for your speech. I really liked the part, the beginning, the middle, and the end. Perfect. Excellent. Great job. Oh man, I'm so sorry. Were you doing your presentation? Man, I'm so sorry. I wasn't paying any attention. Can you do it again? You want to cheat them? They're shaped like Easter eggs. They're the greatest. It pains me to say this. I don't say it lightly. You are without a doubt the worst public speaker in America. Excuse me, who are you? The speech police? Who even brought you here? That advice isn't helpful at all. Hang on a minute. I thought we were here to give traumatizing, life-changing feedback. You know, like that Simon guy from that singing show. What's he even doing these days? So your presentation isn't anything like my presentation. Can you tell me what the assignment is again? Sweetie, you'll be fine. Don't listen to the haters. Honestly, dude, I think you should just wing it. That's what the rest of us are gonna do. Honestly, the best advice I can give you is don't quit your day job. Well, that was something, wasn't it, guys? So, while watching our peer reviewers, it's pretty clear that each of them is trying to, maybe not each of them, some of them are trying to say helpful things to our speaker, like trying to give them praise or criticism, and that's a very helpful thing to do. But too much praise and too much criticism when you are listening to a presentation can often either have someone shut down or not give them any helpful advice when they might need some advice. So we like to tell people to give their peer a compliment sandwich, and you might have heard this before, but you might not know what it means. And so a compliment sandwich, all that means is that you give them two compliments and one bit of criticism or a suggestion. And all that means is that you give them something that you think that they might want to practice or work on before they actually give their presentation in front of everybody. A lot of times, practicing in front of people, that's the very first time that they have ever run through their presentation. So they're really getting their jitters out. It's not going to be perfect, and they really need a safe space to get the jitters out and to get the imperfections out the first time around. So you're the safe space. Too much criticism and too much harshness violates the safe space. So you don't want to tell them that they're the worst public speaker in America, because that's just not true. It's just not true. Everybody has good qualities. So that's why we say to give compliments, because there are good things about everyone's presentations, whether you think so or not. It's good to hear that reinforcement of you're doing something right. You're not going to fail, because you guys aren't going to fail. You're going to be fine. But it's also not helpful to say, oh, you're going to be fine. It's also not helpful to say just to wing it, because you should not wing this. Presentations only get better by practicing. If you don't practice this, odds are you might not meet the time limit, and you might not do as well as you think you're going to do. A lot of people think, oh, I'm so good at presentations, I got this in the bag. But if you practice, you might do better than you think. Winging it sometimes doesn't equate to your full potential. Practicing really hones in on those skills that you might not know you have. So I always advocate for practicing, okay? So let's recap what we've already gone over, okay? You want to give a compliment sandwich to whoever it is that you are listening to, okay? So you want to make sure that you're giving them some good advice while also complimenting them on what they're doing right. Now, for your Module 10 submission, you need to find someone who's going to be that peer reviewer for you. You want to find someone who's going to give you a good compliment sandwich. They're going to give you the truth, but also tell you what you're doing good. So that way you have an accurate representation of what you need to work on and what you're doing well before you record that presentation on Friday. So you're going to find that peer reviewer. I don't care who it is. It can be anybody you want. Probably not your dog or your cat, because they can't tell you anything. Although they can be in the audience, they're always good moral support, right? So find a good peer reviewer that you know is going to help you. And then in the Module 10 submission, just tell me their compliment sandwich to you. So what was their two compliments and their one suggestion to you? Send me their compliment sandwich, and that way I know you've already completed your peer review, your speech peer review for this module. Okay, pretty straightforward. It can be your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, whoever. And that's all you really need to do. And I think you're going to feel better after you practice. All right. If you guys have questions, just let me know, and I can't wait to hear what your peers say. You guys are going to be great, and good luck.